Quotes from Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. The optimist thinks this is the best of all possible worlds. The pessimist fears it is true. My childhood did not prepare me for the fact that the world is full of cruel and bitter things. When you see something that is technically sweet, you go ahead and do it, and you argue about what to do about it only after you have had your technical success. That is the way it was with the atomic bomb. No man should escape our universities without knowing how little he knows. I need physics more than friends. I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Any man whose errors take 10 years to correct is quite a man. There must be no barriers to freedom of inquiry. There is no place for dogma in science. The scientist is free, and must be free to ask any question, to doubt any assertion, to seek for any evidence, to correct any errors. The peoples of this world must unite, or they will perish. Access to the Vedas is the greatest privilege this century may claim over all previous centuries. There are children playing in the streets who could solve some of my top problems in physics, because they have modes of sensory perception that I lost long ago. To try to become happy is to try to build a machine with no other specifications than it shall run noiselessly. Science is not everything, but science is very beautiful. It is a profound and necessary truth that the deep things in science are not found because they are useful. They are found because it was possible to find them. My life as a child did not prepare me for the fact that the world is full of cruel and bitter things. Both the man of science and the man of action live always at the edge of mystery, surrounded by it. The atomic bomb made the prospect of future war unendurable. It has led us up those last few steps to the mountain pass, and beyond there is a different country. Scientists are not delinquents. Our work has changed the conditions in which men live, but the use made of these changes is the problem of governments, not of scientists. In the spring of 1936, I was introduced by friends to Jean Tatlock. In the autumn, I began to court her. We were at least twice close enough to marriage to think of ourselves as engaged. In some sort of crude sense, which no vulgarity, no humor, no overstatement can quite extinguish, the physicists have known sin, and this is a knowledge which they cannot lose. I never accepted communist dogma or theory. It is a profound and necessary truth that the deep things in science are not found because they are useful. They were found because it was possible to find them. I saw what the Depression was doing to my students. Often they could get no jobs, or jobs which were wholly inadequate. And through them, I began to understand how deeply political and economic events could affect men's lives. I began to feel the need to participate more fully in the life of the community. My mother was born in Baltimore, and before her marriage, she was an artist and teacher of art. The history of science is rich in examples of the fruitfulness of bringing two sets of techniques, two sets of ideas, developed in separate contexts for the pursuit of new truth, into touch with one another. I had had a continuing smoldering fury about the treatment of Jews in Germany. In the material sciences these are and have been, and are most surely likely to continue to be heroic days. To recruit staff, I traveled all over the country talking with people who had been working on one or another aspect of the atomic energy enterprise and people in radar work, for example, and underwater sound, telling them about the job, the place that we are going to, and enlisting their enthusiasm. In the spring of 1929, I returned to the United States. I was homesick for this country. I had learned in my student days a great deal about the new physics. I wanted to pursue this myself, to explain it, and to foster its cultivation. There is no place for dogma in science. The scientist is free, and must be free to ask any question, to doubt any assertion, to seek for any evidence, to correct any errors. Mr. President, I have blood on my hands. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance, the wise grows it under his feet. Knowledge cannot be pursued without morality. There are no secrets about the world of nature. There are secrets about the thoughts and intentions of men. It is perfectly obvious that the whole world is going to hell. The only possible chance that it might not is that we do not attempt to prevent it from doing so. If the radiance of 1,000 suns were to burst at once into the sky, that would be like the splendor of the mighty one, I am become death, the shatterer of worlds.